Hey, Tanner Moucher here with ChurchPlugins, and today I'm going to show you how to customize the look and feel of your plugin. So first off, what I want to show you is we are using CSS variables for the vast majority of the styling on ChurchPlugins, which means that if you're a plugin developer or a theme developer, we've tried to make it as easy as possible to customize the overall look and feel by just managing these various CSS variable settings. If you don't know what this means, that is totally okay. I'm going to show you how you can also manage this using the WordPress customizer. So you can get to the customizer in your admin under the appearances menu, or even better, if you navigate to the page that have the elements that you want to customize, you can do it live right there. So I'm going to click the customize button up here. And then we're going to scroll down to the ChurchPlugins item and global elements. And here you can see settings that control pretty much all of those CSS variables that I just showed you down there. The main one is this brand color. So this is going to adjust primary buttons and a few other things. So if your brand was blue, let's say, we could change that. And you can see how that will just automatically update all of the buttons and the links and all of that information. If you have a primary UI color that is different from your brand, you can set that here. Right now it's not set, so it just defaults back to the brand color. But let's say you wanted the brand color to be blue, but you still wanted the UI elements to be purple. You can see this changes the buttons to purple while retaining the links as that primary brand color. The other element here that is used pretty often throughout the site or throughout the different plugins that we use is this secondary inverted UI color. This is often what's used as these little background areas. So if I wanted to change that to maybe a slightly darker version, you can see that it updates that. And then in this case, we're also using the secondary inverted color for the button text so that the text of this button matches the background. To see what this looks like on the groups plugin, we can jump over here. You can see that the changes that we made have been applied here as well. Again, this inverted color is adjusting the background of this filter. And then the background for the individual group elements is the same version of this, just slightly transparent, so that if you have it over the top of some kind of background, it'll inherit some of the colors from your body background as well. Some of the other settings we have some customizations for text, both color and font size. Generally speaking, we will be inheriting text styles from your theme to try and match the design of your existing site as much as possible. But you can do a little bit of tweaking with these colors. And then finally, we have some customizations for the gap. So if the padding around these elements is just a little bit more than you want to see, you can drop that down a little bit. You can see that everything kind of shrinks up around that. These gaps build on top of each other. So the default for the small gap is going to be twice this big gap. But let's say we wanted to customize that a little bit. And instead of the small gap being 1 unit, we could say, let's make it 0.75. You can see that it just affects wherever small gap is used throughout all of the different templates. It can be a little bit difficult to identify what elements are affected by the different settings. So right now it's just a little bit of trial and error. If you set something and you don't like it, you can clear it and it'll go right back to the default. So feel free to play around with these. You can always reset it back to what it was before. And if you have any specific questions about how to edit a particular element and you're not able to find the control here, feel free to shoot us an email. Always happy to help. You can reach us at support@churchplugins.com.